Hello everyone and welcome back to more AEW on TEW 2020. We are continuing our road to Full Gear, just 2 weeks away, well this week and the next week. So yeah, that'll be a fun show. We're starting off our Dark with Andrew Everett defeating Michael Nakazawa. Mary Dobson defeats Ava Everett. AJ Mendez defeats Britt Baker. Danny Jordan defeats Tara Shirk. Tara Shirk, she's someone that has just shown up in the game. She's a new worker, so she has some okay stats. I'll bring her in as well. She's probably just going to be a jobber on Dark, honestly, but whatever. Kip Sabian defeats Warhorse. Jack Evans defeats Robert Anthony. 5 and 10 of the Dark Order defeat Myron Reed and Sean Dean. Myron Reed, he has debuted. Actually gets the top performance of the night. Sammy Guevara defeats Luchasaurus. And Jake Hager defeats Colt Cabana. Our show of Dynamite begins with a big 10-man tag match, rather. As Chris Jericho, Ace Austin, and Team Taz defeats the Best Friends, as well as Darby Allin and Nathaniel Murphy. Cage pins Darby Allin. And then afterwards, Taz, who was at ringside for this, he heads into the ring. And the faces, they're all driven off. The heels are, they chase off, Murphy, the Best Friends. They're all, they cower to the outside. Probably some of the rest of the Inner Circle comes by, and Taz says, "You see that, Darby? That's what you're gonna get at Full Gear when you go one-on-one with the Machine, Brian Cage. And don't think I've forgotten about you, Murphy. We already know you've been drawn for the Battle Royale, and I already know that Ricky Starks and Jeff Cobb are in too. You better watch your back, all you lot. And I know Hager and Guevara and Ace could easily beat down you friend-having schmucks. We're damn ready for you, so you better be ready for us." So, lots of announcements in this. So, Nathaniel Murphy, Ricky Starks, and Jeff Cobb, they're all in the Casino Battle Royale. Yeah. Brian Cage against Darby Allin is confirmed. Ace Austin, Jake Hager, and Sammy Guevara against the Best Friends. Lots of things going on. After this, Charles Betts, in his first match in the canon, he did have a match on the live events and some house shows, but whatever. He defeats Evil Uno. And then, after the match, immediately after, commentary can't even say a thing, Brody Lee, he's already in there. He gives a clothesline to Charles Betts. Kurt Angle, he's in a suit, he tries to help out. Alex Reynolds, John Silver, they show up. They start beating down Brody Lee. And Brody, he's just taunting Betts. He says, this is his title. No short pipsqueak wants to try to, is going to be able to defeat him. Making a little bit of fun at the Shorty G gimmick. So, a little bit there. Just pushing that along a little bit more. Brody Lee, versus Charles Betts at Full Gear for the TNT title. After this, there's a cut to the backstage with the VIPs Club. You can see MJF, Wardlow, and Chris Bay in the background, but they're mainly focusing on Tenille and Diona. They're talking to each other. AJ Mendez approaches. She says, "You want a chance to take down Shida before Full Gear, right? Well, I want to take out Kairi Hojo as well. I'm not interested in joining your club, but I'd be glad to help you try to be champions. Just know that you'll owe me a favor. Us three against Kairi, Mayu, and Hikaru. How does that sound?" And they agree to it. That is next week. Obviously, Tenille, Diona, they can assume that favor is a title match after they win. There we go. This one, I didn't really... Just another vignette. SCU, they're still on the cruise ship. They're probably, down by the Mexico area by this point. You know, they're still partying it. Well, okay, Private Party and The Godfather are partying it up, while SCU are just kind of there. They're just like, all right, we're ready to get off this. We're ready to be done with all of this stuff. So, just building up that mid-card feud a little bit more. After this, the Young Bucks, they demolished the Hybrid 2. But actually, that's a bit better of a performance than I thought that Hybrid 2 would get. Afterwards, they demand a mic, and they get one. And they just start yelling towards the backstage. You want to face off against us, Jake? You think that just because Matt Sydal is the Ring of Honor World Champion, you deserve to go against one of the best tag teams in the world? You're singles guys, remember? Everyone picked on Kenny and Adam for being singles guys. Now you're holding up your boys like they're the next big thing. Well, you're full of shit, Jake. We thought about it, and we accept your challenge. We'll teach you to mess with the EVPs of AEW at Full Gear, so you better watch what you do around here. So, Young Bucks, they're confirming that match, also mentioning the fact that Matt Sydal, shortly after I started pairing him up with Lance Archer, did actually win the Ring of Honor World Championship. So, I mean, that's cool, I guess. Maki Ito defeats Emi Sakura with a DDT, and afterwards, Chris Statlander's music plays, and the Galaxy's Greatest Alien makes her return. She marches her way to the ring, and just kind of boops Maki on the nose. Maki's just like, what in the world is that? And then Chris leaves. Maki's just confused. So, Chris Statlander, this is her first appearance back from her torn ACL. I believe she's actually been available for a few weeks, but I just wanted to kind of think of how I wanted to use Chris, so, decided, alright, we'll pair her with Maki Ito, well, have her initial feud be with Maki Ito, and see how things go from there. Jordan Grace defeats Priscilla Kelly. Then afterwards, Brandy Rhodes heads into the ring. She has a mic in hand, and Brandy just says, it's easy to notice, I'm sure, but it's been a long time since we've last seen my husband in this ring. The attack that Mr. Brody Lee gave him was vicious, and I've been talking with Mr. Khan the entire time about getting legal action put down on Brody Lee. Unfortunately, as long as he's champion, there's nothing we can do. Brody's already accepted a challenge at Full Gear. There's no way we can fight him off on our own. So listen to me, Dark Order. This is war. While Cody's been gone, I've been readying my army to take you down. You should be afraid of us, because your nightmare is just beginning. I really just need to dip back into the Nightmare Family versus Dark Order feud that I've been having going on a little bit. So, that's kind of just more of that. After this, Vicky Guerrero is seen backstage. She has Nyla Rose by her. She's speaking to the camera. And she just says, while there's been all this uproar about the men's casino battle royale, we can't forget the women's side too. And I'm glad to announce that Nyla Rose is in that battle royale. She is going to win and take that title back from Shida that she lost unfairly. No matter who else is in that battle royale, they're not going to be able to defeat Nyla Rose. And I will tell you that as a fact. Yep, as I said, there will be both a men's and a women's casino battle royale. Nyla Rose, the first confirmed woman for that. To be honest, I haven't too much planned out the women's side yet, but don't worry, we got time. After this, Shotzi Blackheart appears. She gets face-to-face with Nyla Rose. She, she's yelling at Nyla. Nyla's yelling back. Eventually, Shotzi just elbows Nyla, pushes Vicky aside, and just says, I'm all in to Shotzi Blackheart. Ooh, that's a very nice gimmick. Devil Warrior Shotzi Blackheart. Yeah. I admittedly don't know all too much about Shotzi, but a bunch of people on Discord that I'm a part of are fans of her, so I'll bring her in. She's more depth to the women's division, and I do think she can end up being pretty good. And I always am a fan of extremely marketable. So, Works for me. Also, that, what was it, large boost to psychology as well? Yeah. So, I'm very happy with Shotzi right now. Our main event, Jon Moxley defeats Bandido. Not really a surprise there. Bandido with a 55, Moxley with a 78. And afterwards, there's just a ton of chaos. Miro rushes the ring. He's ready to attack Jon Moxley. Adam Page runs out. He hits Miroslav with a lariat, probably. Miro pops up. He starts fighting against Page and Moxley. Kenny Omega shows up. He tries to fight off Miro. He hits Adam Page in the face with probably like a knee or something like that after Moxley gets out of the way. And Miro and Mox, they're getting into more of a fight. And Kenny just he just looks disappointed and disgusted with Page. And eventually, Kenny, he takes a little bit too long. He turns around. Miroslav super kicks him in the face. Jon Moxley hits him with like a Russian leg sweep or something. And Moxley is the only one standing in the ring at the end of the show. This is going to be a week show. Oh, that's way better than I thought. I was thinking that was going to be like a 67 or a 64. But still, I think this is a good show. Really, starting up some stories. Again, a little bit weird to start up stories near a pay-per-view, but especially with as few pay-per-views as there are here in AEW, but it's fine. I think this is actually, I mean, I'm happy with this. So we'll still continue our road to Full Gear as we head on to the next episode.